hearing and getting an information that we should cross over to Kpandai constituency. Good afternoon, and what are you reporting from there?
Good afternoon. This is a Kpandai constituency where the coalition is happening at the Kpandai Assembly Hall. So as at about 12 noon, when the coalition was progressing steadily, some supporters of the Opposition National Democratic Congress came here in the party-branded vehicles, threatening to disrupt the process that was ongoing. So when they came, some of them were wielding sticks and bottles in their hands, started pulling down the chairs that were on the corridor where the coalition was happening, trying to force their way into the coalition room. So subsequently, they were able to overpower the people that were inside, forced themselves into the room, disrupted the process, brought in every electoral material in the coalition room, destroyed everything, destroyed all the BVR machines, including some of the pink sheets, took away some BVR machines to the township.
And I see police at least present over there, and they have been unable to curb the situation.
So as at the time the incident happened, we only had two police officers that were there at the time. So when they were doing that, because the people were in their hundreds, so these two police officers could do nothing. So the time the reinforcement came, that is the military, the people have finished destroying whatever they wanted to do or whatever their plans was before the military came in. So they were able to apprehend only two people who are currently with the police.
So the military came all right, but it's the police that did the apprehension?
It is the military that did the apprehension for the police. Because one boy, I think, which will be between his 20s, and then another man who will be in his mid-40s or 50s was apprehended and handed over to the police. So currently, as we speak, I can see the former member of parliament coming in, Matthew Nyindam, just walking to where the coalition is taking place. But as we speak, there's no coalition going on at the moment. So I want to climb up and get to see what he has to say to the officers of the Electoral Commission.
Okay, Simon, whilst you're at it, please be careful. The EC has not said anything yet, have they?
So far, the EC has not said anything because they are just sitting down, knowing don't have anything. They are just helpless because they don't know what to do at this moment.
But are you able to confirm whether by the time that the ballot got to this collation center, they had already been recorded at the levels where the polling stations already? And if you're able to also find out from the EC whether it would affect anything at all?
So currently the situation is still tense. Like I said, we want to now get upstairs to find out from the EC whether they are able to continue with the process if what has happened has nothing to affect the credibility of the coalition.
But there are no persons that are injured, are they?
Please come again.
Are there persons that are injured at all?
No, as we speak, there has not been any injury among the officers or those of us who were present here. But what happened was that they actually threatened to beat me because I was filming the situation. But I told them that they cannot do that because they spoke in a language that I also understand. So I spoke back to them and told them that they cannot touch me.
Well, Simon is reporting from the Kpandai constituency and bringing us updates on some riots is happening over there. And the MP we're told, the incumbent MP we're told, is coming up there to speak to the EC. We'll be trying to get the information whether it's going to affect the credibility of the of the process anyway. But let me go back to my colleagues MFA and Mama V and on the situation that's happening.
Yeah, MFA Adeti, thank you very much. And MFA Pao Kofi Ajay, we have to talk about this. Fortunately, this incident has been captured. I think it's about time. We need to be arresting people and dealing with them so that we can control the situation.
One too many, I think, recorded. And, supporters thronging collation centers and disrupting the process. And earlier, our colleague, Faustina Safo, also suffered same fate as some pelting of stones at the Weija Gbawe collation centers, told that some angry supporters thronged the place, and when she attempted filming the act, they pelted her with stones. And Faustina thankfully also joins us. Faustina, I guess you're safe now. What's the situation where you are?
Safe is a word we cannot use at this point, MFR. We're experiencing heavy security presence here at the Weija Gbawe Municipal Assembly. The police have had to call for reinforcements. Military officials are also here to try and calm tempers. What happened earlier here was that some NDC supporters who have been lingering around the whole night, expecting the EC to declare the presidential and parliamentary elections, they became frustrated because the process, even as at this time, as we are speaking, 12:56 p.m., they haven't completed collation of results, so they're quite agitated. And unfortunately, the security forces could not contain them. They were able to overpower them. They stormed the collation center. They were pressing upon the doors. They wanted in. They wanted to see what was happening. They wanted answers. And we spoke to Ahmed, Jerry Ahmed Shaib. He is the NPP parliamentary candidate for this constituency. He's optimistic that based on the data they have, there is a comfortable lead. But then the NDC feel otherwise. And so there's quite a lot of tension here for other reporters from other media houses that try to leave the premises to get water. MFR, we've not been able to get water since morning because when they leave this premises, they are unable to come back. Outside is packed. All night we saw burning of papers. They were chanting songs, telling insults at the EC officials and the NDC parliamentary candidates for the area. We're just hoping that the military will be able to restore some sanity now and for collation to resume.
You mentioned about the call for reinforcement. I bet is the call from the police for the military intervention. Are you saying that since they came to the scene, they've not been able to put the situation under control?
Since they came to the scene, the military has been able to contain the crowd at least. For the police service, they are finding it quite difficult. So people do not respect the police, quite sadly. So the military is doing that. We're yet to start collation again. The NDC parliamentary candidate, I'm told, will be addressing a news conference. They have some concerns they would like to address. And so we'll be bringing that to you when we have it. But as of now, collation have halted at this center. The military is trying to contain the crowd. I don't know if you can hear them chanting behind me, but that's the situation here at Weija Gbawe constituency.
But for prior to the halting of collation, as you say, as you talk about right now, what really was the cause of the delay prior to this halting, you would say?
Well, for us, we've been here all night, and the EC officials are finding it very difficult to explain to us the reason for the delay. But they say that we are working with one machine, and so they have to meticulously go through the process to ensure they're tabulating the right results. There are officials and agents from both the NDC and the FC monitoring the process, but the frustration really stems from the fact that it has taken too long. From 5 p.m. yesterday, when collation ended at all the polling stations, and for the ballot papers to have been sent to the municipal assembly from the 209 polling centers, they expected as at this time a winner would have been declared, at least for the parliamentary results, but that is yet to happen. And so they're really frustrated, really. Although there were EC officials around yesterday, just 2 people were in charge of tabulating the results. And this is causing a lot of tension here because the people, they want to know if indeed their candidate is taking the lead or otherwise.
Well, Fausti, I know that safety is not a word you want to use right now, but really, your safety is paramount to us. So please try and stay safe, and we'll get back to you and be checking in on you now and then. Thank you so much. That's Faustina Safo there joining us from the Weija Gbawe constituency.